first 6 months of 2025 have already passed by. Where are you at? How did your trading go in the first 6 months of 2025? Is there anything to improve? Did your strategy work? Did you execute according to your plan? Are you staying on track with your goals, or it's time to pause, reflect, and improve and get ready and get in a stronger note into the rest of the year? So today in this video, I'm going to share with you my journey. How did the first 6 months go for me, my trading, my execution, my key takeaways. I'm going to share my numbers as well, how much I'm up on my day trading account year to date in the first 6 months from January to June. We're going to look at all of this together with you. I'm going to share some prompts with you as well that can help you and guide you in your reflections, so we can all get realigned and stay on track with our goals and our plans to finish the year and next 6 months strong than this 2025. So to begin with, it's important to go back. Let's go back to January. January, that's when we got the new president administration. And of course, the first 3 months, January, February, and March were tough for me. It took me some time to readjust my strategy. I was not prepared for that crazy volatility. I was not prepared for that crazy stop losses. And yes, things were not looking good at me day trading futures. So during the month of January, I had to decrease my size. So I was taking it slowly but surely, day trading futures. And in February and March, that's when I struggled with my futures account, and I almost blew up my futures day trading account, my personal account with Interactive Brokers. And after that, to tell you the truth, it's been tough to get back into day trading futures. I slowly started switching back to day trading stocks. And for those that don't know, I've been trading stocks since 2020, 2018, I started focusing on investments, on long-term portfolios. In 2020, that's when I got into the stocks. So I've been into day trading stocks with my personal cash account for a longer period of time. And I always try to switch to futures because there's a bigger margin, more opportunities, more volatility, more moves. And honestly, during the spring months, I was like, I need to get back and focus on stocks because stocks were getting better moves. And I'm going to show you all my stock trading as well. And I cannot say that I've made so far this year a lot on day trading futures because, as I shared before, January, that's when I was just trading smaller size with new president administration, with realigning, readjusting my strategy, my stop losses. Then February, I was away traveling and I was just holding my losers, and I ended up holding the loser for a very long time until I almost blew up the account. And then in the month of March, I slowly started getting back on track with my personal account and testing out. I was like, maybe I need to look at the prop firms and maybe try different prop firms because I've been trading with one prop firm for a long time in my first year. Maybe there's an opportunity to search and observe something else. So that's when I looked at futures as something that I do that. I still trade futures daily, every day right now. But I personally see more opportunities in me making money day trading stocks. And that's been the reality in the past 2 months. And the moment I switched, the months of May and June were pretty good months. June was one of the best months. It is actually, I think, the best months in 2025. Up 32K USD. And for my Canadian people, everything is going to be in US dollars. So the plan is to get better and multiply it so I can finish the second half of the year strong. But again, I needed to readjust and realign and do a little bit of a change in the plan, in the strategy, in the way I do the things and how I day trade. And let's look at the numbers. Let's look at stats from January to June. What's important to say, as you heard me saying, I also have Interactive Brokers for day trading futures. I also have the prop firm account right now that I'm testing out. It's not funded. It's just I am playing around with different platforms, different prop firms, so I can know better, different ones every time you guys ask me, what do you think about this prop firm? What do you think about this one? I'm just playing around, honestly, just taking it. I'm doing it for fun. Passing challenges, it's fun for me. And I truly enjoy it, so I can observe different platforms inside out and have my list of different prop firms and what are my thoughts on this. So then my main account, my main cash account where I day trade is within my bank. I am with a Canadian bank, which is a Scotia bank, and they have a platform which is called Scotia iTrade. I've heard many people saying this is not a legit place. It is one of the main banks in Canada, and it's their platform. I've been with this bank for just many years, and when I started my day trading journey in my investments and my stocks, that was just the most convenient way for me to do it. It's easy to transfer, move things around. I always have to struggle with interactive brokers. It's pain in the ass to do interactive brokers and withdraw and put the money in. So this is the most convenient way for me doing the things. So that's why what you see right now on the screen is my Scotia, my iTrade statement that I just downloaded, an account summary from January 1st, 2025 to June 30th, 2025. Realized gains and loss. So realized gain and loss, you can see it right here on the screen. It is $84,500. This is US dollars. In comparison to previous year in 2024, for the whole 2024, I made day trading around 165. And so technically, being half year in, that's exactly half of 2024, which is not making me super happy and satisfied, not gonna lie. I thought I would be, because you know how if I made last year 164, 165, you want to make another year like minimum 200, 250. 250 would be best and ideal. 250 would be nice. So in order to make 250 divided by half a year in, so I should be over 100K up. 120 would be nice to stay on track. So what do we have here? 84,000 up from January to June, as I just shared. You can see all the security summary, the names, total made. Literally had an traded Apple, had a quick trade last month in June, did not trade it any other months, made $500. I'm not a huge fan of trading Apple. For some reason, I just saw an opportunity, got in the trade, and yeah, it was okayish trade. Then you can see it's like in alphabetic order over here, not in a profit gain loss. ABBY, this is all in US dollars. Then AMD, we have Coinbase, made 5.5K this year so far in Coinbase. Salesforce, so you can see all the tickers that I have here. All majority are technology, as you can see. The biggest one, the one and only, is Meta. Meta up 41K on Meta this year. I just love Meta. Meta gives amazing, clear moves. That was one of the reasons, and some of the days I would prioritize trading stocks and trading Meta over day trading futures. So you can see in the screen, out of all the positions or out of all the tickers, Meta has brought so far year to date from January to June, end of June, the biggest amount of profit, 41K. Then we have Nvidia, Palantir Technologies, Reddit, S&P, and Unity. Just needed to get rid of it. Was not a good trade, just in and out, did not work out. And Uber as well got into the last months when we just had a all-time high on Uber based on the news, just a slight small profit on that as well. So what do I want to share here is all transactions. You can see down below here, it's again all in alphabetical order. It's not about the date specifically. It is sorted out by the names, all the transaction details, again, for those ones who are saying this is all fake, whatever, like you can see the transactions. I just literally downloaded the report of transactions for you. You can see the shares, the price, and yeah, it's all here. There are 11 pages. This is all Meta, for example, and yeah, so the transactions are here, the details are here. That's where I am at year to date from January to June. And we can look at every month separately now, just giving that breakdown where in what specific months 84K is coming from. So we can start from the beginning of the year, just having that extra breakdown. All right, so the months of January. What do we have in January? January realized gain was 14,000, almost 15,000. Again, you can see the biggest one is what? Meta. Meta 8K up on Meta. And yeah, that's when I sold the Unity one. I shared it with you. Did not trade it anymore during the months of January. And for futures, that's when my futures, I was struggling in my futures. I was up on futures during the months of January on my Interactive Brokers account. I was up around 3 or 4K, and I don't think it's worth of including that into this month because I technically lost it all in the month of February. So I lost 6K on futures in February. So I made 4 in January. So you can add additional 4,000 in here. But again, I lost 6 in February. Overall down 2K as well from that. Then next one, from February to the whole month of February. Let's look at the whole month of February. The whole month of February, $12,000. Again, the biggest sticker you see on the screen is what? Meta. Meta has been just given all the opportunities. S&P 500 as well. A little bit of a push there, and Nvidia, that's the tickers for stocks. And again, as I shared before, for futures, I was down 6K, so 12 minus 6 made around $5,000 after all the tax and commissions. Again, this one does not include tax, which in Canada is ridiculous, but whatever. That's the actual profit made from day trading. Then we move to the month of March. And that's when you can see there is nothing in the month of March. That's what I was sharing, that the month of March, it was a struggle. And I did not trade on futures because I blew my account, and there was no more room or margin to trade with my Interactive Brokers. I was again down 6K, and because account minimum balance, I only invested like 5K to try to grow the account, and I grew the account and ended up being down, and overall the account value right now is 1,500. Did not do anything else with it after that month of March. Still have it, still have my Interactive Brokers, still have it 1.5K. I just haven't been really touching it. And that's overall, I feel, affected me when I struggled with futures, and you can see how it affected day trading on the stocks as well. There is literally nothing, not a single trade, because it's transaction, right? Like the screenshots, what I'm sharing right now on the screen is like all transactions and realized gain and losses. There was nothing. There was nothing in March. It was just time to get back on track after my trip, after my time spending in South Africa. I got back and I just got into the routine, and I needed some time to help myself mentally to get back on track with everything that's been happening at that time with the tariffs and so on. So that's months of March. Took a pause to realign, to fix things, to fix my mind, to fix my emotions and mentally handling the losses, because I struggled understanding what is that another way of doing the things. you could clearly see that, okay, if it did not work out, things were not working out. And for stocks as well, it affected mentally, not because I blew up and screwed up with my futures trading. It affected mentally my stocks trading as well. And I just struggled placing the trades. I just did not see any opportunities. I was too scared, and with the tariffs, with all of those things, I just did not feel comfortable. And that's why in the months of March, it was all about backtesting and paper trading. I was just doing a lot of work on a simulator behind the scenes. That's when I started testing out and seeing how I could improve things from like prop firms perspective as well, and testing things out there. And so yeah, months of March was just reevaluating, readjusting, realigning, and testing out the things and seeing what didn't work. How did I mess up? What was wrong? So the sizing was wrong, the stop losses were wrong, the risk management, because based on my strategy, I needed to increase the stop losses because the volatility and everything was insane. I wasn't just prepared for this. And yeah, that's why month of March was a time to pause and reconnect. And if you've been in the same space, it's actually totally normal, totally okay to do that. I would rather take a few weeks off, look what's not working, and try to improve. So moving forward, more in the next months, that's what we're going to see, the April, May, and June, things can get better. Because if I don't pause, I don't realign, I don't reflect, I don't try to improve, it's going to be like a snowball effect with all of those red days and losing more and losing more, losing more and losing more. So in order to stop it, you just need sometimes to pause yourself as well and look at improvements and making some certain adjustments and seeing what could have been improved. So that's why let's look at the months of April. That's when we started slowly getting back on track. You can see what I mean by slowly, right? Only 2K up during the months of April. I know I had another positions on another account as well within my TFSA account. For those that are in Canada, it's tax-free savings account. If you're outside of Canada, I had some positions that I sold during the months of April. They were also around 2 to 3K. So roughly, I would say the months of April, I was up maximum $4,000 combined from all different accounts. And that's what I mean, slowly getting back on track, getting into this rhythm and seeing, okay, I can take the trades, I can execute, and I made the changes, I made the adjustments, and let's slowly but surely start improving going into the months of May. So that's when we get into the months of May, here we go. We took the pause, we realigned. Then in the months of April, I took it one step at a time, not rushing, staying patient with myself. I'm in my own journey and my own path. I don't have to look around what other people do, what they say. And that's, here we go. 22, almost 23K up during the months of May. And that's what I shared as well. June was one of the best months so far this year with 32K. So you can see where I'm leading with that. That sometimes things don't work out. Trading, 1 month you can be up, 1 month you can be down, 1 month you may not take any trades at all, and that's okay. And that's just the whole part of the process. Sometimes we have that insane, huge expectations from ourselves that we need to make, I don't know, 10K every single month. And sometimes things don't work out. And just take that time to pause, realign, focus, switch and shift the focus to make things better so you could improve moving forward into the next months. So I am excited what months of July and rest of the year is going to bring us and what's going to bring me. How is it gonna go? Am I gonna improve? Am I gonna stay consistent? I already know what again worked, what did not work in the first 3 months and 4 months of this year. And I do feel like that when things are getting shifted with the new president administration, with new things happening in the world, you need some time to readjust. And I did take that time to readjust. And that's okay, you know? And you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient with yourself, with your executions, and focusing on how you can improve your own game. As I just said, you are on your own path, you're on your own journey. And I highly encourage you to go right now and look at your trading in the first 6 months. How did you do in the first 6 months? What worked and what did not work in the first 6 months? How did you execute? Did you follow your plan? Did you follow your strategy? Is your strategy working? Do you have a playbook? Do you have a criteria? Do you have emotions? Look at it from all of these perspectives. Because how are you gonna improve in the next 6 months if you don't know what to improve? That's why we need to go back. If you use different journaling platforms, go ahead and upload your trades and look at them there. If you don't, you can go to your broker and look from your brokerage perspective as well. Usually nowadays, brokerages, they do give amazing statements every single month in order for you to see how are you doing, how are you performing. So please pause right now. This video today is to remind you, we are halfway into 2025. Are you happy and satisfied where you are at this point? If you're not, this is your sign to change it. This is your sign to get pissed with yourself because you're not happy, because you're not satisfied, and let's go and kill it in the next 6 months. All in your hands. I know it's summer, we want to chill, we want to have fun, but you know what? You can have fun when everybody is working, because you were working when everybody was having fun. And you gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent. Don't be lazy, okay? Every time when we just like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna take it slow. It's good to take it slow if it's within your pace that you feel comfortable. But if you feel like you start slacking and procrastinating and you're not chasing your dreams and what you're capable of, come on. Let's just pause here for now, okay? So if you are that kind of person who writes down all of the goals at the beginning of the year, I encourage you to go and look at them right now. There's also amazing practice to do the wheel of balance in overall in your whole areas of your life. How overall are you doing? How are you doing emotionally? How are you doing mentally right now? On a scale from 1 to 10, when 10 is amazing and it's the best, when 1 is the worst and you're in depression and anxiety, how are you feeling? Because life is not always about that P&L and all of the money and numbers. I want to understand how you feel. So share in the comments below, how are you feeling? How did the first 6 months of this year go for you? Where are you at? Where are you at with your strategy? Have you been working on improving your strategy? Have you been working on staying consistent? Have you been working on acknowledging your emotions and staying honest with yourself? Removing the ego. Removing the ego. Of course, my ego got hurt in the first 2 months. First 2 months of the year, I was like, what the fuck? What the heck is going on? This is not the way I want to start the year. No. Especially when I got in the months of March, I'm like, oh my God, it's been going wrong completely. And it's amazing when you can realize that. It's never too late to realize that, but I want you to realize if you are not happy, if you're not satisfied, just pause right now. And let's realign. Let's look at all of this together and do the back testing if the strategy is not working. Or maybe you've been testing out different things as well. See what is for you. Maybe the instrument you've been trading, it hasn't been working well for you, and you've been trying something else, and apparently maybe you like it and enjoy it more, and it's more sustainable for you. It doesn't mean that if you've selected one instrument, you have to marry them and live with them until the rest of your days in life, and same with the strategy. Because again, things change in the world. With the new president administration, with the tariffs, I had to make the changes and adjustments to my strategy, to my plans, to my setups, to my execution specifically as well. Focusing on the A+ setup, removing all of the emotions. There's no place for emotions, just going and executing the plan. But that's my recap for the first 6 months of the year. Again, up 85,000 US dollars. I don't know how much it is in Canadian dollars, because again, me being based in Canada, I know a lot of people from Canada watch. Around 115,000 Canadian dollars. It's not bad, but it's me who is never satisfied, because you want to get better. You want to get better every single year. So slowly but surely improving and getting better. And you got it as well, okay? This is a video for you to realign, to get into your mood, into your trading style, what's working for you, into your goals, and go and execute them. Thank you everyone for watching, and I wish you an amazing year ahead. We have 6 more months to change things up, all in your hands. Your life is in your hands. Don't blame anyone, don't blame the market, it's all in your hands. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. It's always a challenge for me to share my numbers. I feel like that's how I've been myself. And I don't like talking a lot about money and how much I make from day trading. I feel like that's how I was just raised, being very shy and humbled and keeping quiet about all of my finances. But I feel like the transparency is the key, so I wanted to be transparent with you so you could see the journey and you can learn from my journey as well, and you can see the real side of trading, that it's not always fancy and nice, making lots of money. Sometimes you lose, and sometimes you don't make any trades at all because mentally you are not prepared for this. Okay, thank you all for being here, and I see you in my next videos. Or there's also a free Discord community, and there's a premium Discord community. Go ahead and test them out. I will be happy to see you and chat with you there. Thank you all.